Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of ClayLovesLogic, where on this channel I solve logic-based Sudoku puzzles I find interesting. And I said in a couple videos ago, in the 75th video I published, that I'm going to probably only put out one video a week, give or take, and focus on harder puzzles that are more challenging rather than doing, a one-star video or a one-star puzzle, excuse me, a one-star puzzle every day. I'm going to focus on harder puzzles and just, do them when I have some serious time to sit down and work on them. So with that in mind, the puzzle today from the ever-talented NurglesGift, we're doing x dash 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 v times 2. I've read this rule set. It's a challenge to wrap my head around, but we're going to walk through it. And as always, I'll put the link to this puzzle in the description of the video. And with that said, let's get started. Ellie, come here, miss. Sorry, I'm just going to give my dog a treat before we get started because she's been quite distracted today. All right, everybody. My dog has a treat, and I am ready to get into the puzzle. Okay, normal Sudoku rules apply. We know what that means. You have to have the digits 1 to 9 in every 3 by 3 row, or in every 3 by 3 box, in every row, and in every column. Orthogonally adjacent cells cannot sum to 5 or 10. So, for example, if this was 4, this couldn't be 1, because it would sum to 5, and it couldn't be 6, because it would sum to 10. Sorry, get the camera sorted out. I do apologize for the background today. My because of the flood in my apartment, they've started the repair work, and so today or yesterday, a few days ago, they took all the door frames off and the doors. So my place is a bit um it's in shambles a bit. Okay, sorry. Anyways, I'm getting distracted. Okay, so two lines of the same length and same color are connected X lines. Counting from the bulb, the first cell of each connected X line sums to 10. The second cell of each line sums to 10, and 5 can never be a line. So what that means is, let's see, this here is length 3, and this is length 3. So if this cell was 1, its connected friend would be 9. If this was 2, this would be 8. This could be 7, and this could be 3. That would be a valid way to do this line. And those are the rules. This is a 4-star puzzle, which is, if you're watching this, it means it's I've published it, and that would mean that's the hardest puzzle I've solved. So I don't really know if this will end up being a video, but let us try our best. So I think with this one, we're going to look for digits where we can get more than one piece of information. And what I mean by that is this cell here, if this cell here is light blue, that means this cell, which is its connected friend, and this cell would both be its connected friend, i.e., if this was a 1, these are both 9s. Now, when I do coloring puzzles, if you've watched my channel at all, you know I have a distinct set of colors I use, and that is always light blue and dark blue sum to 10, pink and purple sum to 10, green and orange sum to 10, and yellow and tan sum to 10. Um, I also usually set it up such that pink and blue sum to 5 and yellow and green sum to 5, but we won't be able to say that in this puzzle because we don't know what the low digit is. So the next thing we're going to ask is, well, what we really want to do is just find a new color. And let's look at, well, I suppose this is a fine enough place to start. This digit can't be dark blue because dark blue can't be beside light blue because, that would sum to 10. None of these could be dark blue. They'd be orthogonally adjacent to light blue. And we know that light blue and dark blue sum to 10, which is not allowed. So this digit here, let's just say it's pink, and it is the third position on the length 4 orange line. So its friend, purple, will sum to 10. Now this one here, this is where it starts to get tricky because technically this could be purple. That would make this pink. So that's not a new digit. You always want to find new digits in these puzzles. Um, this one here, what can we say about it? Well, this could be dark blue. Let's put a light blue there. Yeah. Okay. What about this one here? Can't be pink. That's true because it's beside a purple. It can't be dark blue because it's in the same box. And if it was light blue, we would put a dark blue there, which is fine. Okay. That is not great. Um, hmm. Maybe let's start over here. Now, there is something to be said about this puzzle that I don't, excuse me, I don't quite have wrapped my head around the logic that goes into how to deduce if there is a way to deduce which cells are of, the high and low value, and the the orthogonal adjacent 5 and 10 thing. I'm not 100% sure if there's some smarter way to be doing this, but I don't know it. So for now, I'm going to just try to brute force this with coloring and see where it takes me. So maybe this box is better because we will be able to find, we'll be able to learn quite a bit with this length 4, I think. I'm not sure yet. But this one here is both the end of this and the end of this. It's a similar setup to what we had earlier. But, you know, we will have to put, okay, so where does, maybe this is not where I immediately want to go, but where does light blue go in this box? Well, it doesn't go there via Sudoku. It doesn't go here or here because it would be connected, orthogonally adjacent to a dark blue cell. If light blue went here, this is the second position, then dark blue would have to go here, which can't happen. So light blue is in fact only in one of two positions in that box. And if it was here, dark blue would be there, which seems to be fine. Okay, so that's actually pretty powerful because now that we've placed both of these digits in both of these boxes, I think we can start to fill in more of this line. But what I mean is, I can just say that this is the pink digit, and pink and purple sum to 10, so I can place both of those. And now, what can I say about where purple could go in this box? Well, if purple was here, pink would have to go here, which is not possible. If purple was here, this is the 1, 2, 3, the third position. If purple was here, pink would be here, which is fine, actually. So, maybe that's not the next one I want to color in. Maybe what if this was pink and this was purple? Then do we get any better insight? Does it change anything about where? Let's think. Where could purple go now? Well, that is interesting because it forces purple to be in one of these three positions. And if purple was here, pink would be here, which is fine. But if purple was here, pink would be here, which is not fine. So actually, we do get to say that purple is only in one of two positions in this box. And I feel like that is helpful. Purple would have to be in one of these positions, which would make pink. Yeah, that's okay. There's nothing interesting there yet. But now, by the same stretch, we can, pink can't be here via Sudoku. Pink can't be here because it can't be orthogonally adjacent to purple. So we've limited pink to be in one of two positions now. Is there a reason this couldn't be pink? If this is pink, this is purple, and that is fine actually. So, okay. Well, the next thing now I can tell you, this digit here is a new digit. And let's just assign it green, and then let's assign this one orange. Okay. So now, could this digit be orange? If this digit's orange, this digit's green. That is okay. So we can't yet rule out uh, that this is something new, but what about green in this box now? Well, green can't go there because it can't be orthogonally adjacent. So green is in one of three positions. If green is here, orange is here. If green is here, orange is there. And if green is here, there's nothing that happens. So that's fine. What about the fact that dark blue needs to be in one of these ones? What does that say? 1, 2, 3. If this is dark blue, you have to put a light blue here, which is not possible. So this actually can't be dark blue. Dark blue is only in one of two positions. If dark blue is here, light blue would be there, which is fine upon first glance. So if we look down this row, what I want to point out is, this cell here has to be friendly with this cell. And then this cell here, 1, 2, 3, has to be friendly, 1, 2, 3, with this cell. So there is something going on there where of the digits we still have to place that can be part of the, connected X sums. The green and orange pair is already spoken for. You couldn't have green or orange on either of these. They're in the same row. Dark blue is already spoken for. If light blue was here, dark blue would be somewhere over here, which is fine. So that's a possibility. But if look at that. We actually get a digit. Pink has to go somewhere here. If pink was in either of these two spots, it would require purple to be in one of these two, which we can't do because of this purple. And we know pink has to be here because via Sudoku, we can see it's in none of those places. So this is a pink digit. And now we have the relative positions of quite a few of those connected X sum digits going down this row. So we do need to find homes for 5, 6. Well, orange, no, sorry. Tan and yellow are both a pair. That would put tan or yellow in either of these positions. And the only other one we haven't seen would be if we put light blue here, that would force a dark blue in one of these positions. Now, is that all the pairs? That's a pair, that's a pair, yes, that is. So in fact, I don't know exactly what that's telling us yet in terms of, unique and original digits, but it is interesting. Now purple, only in one of two positions. And if purple is here, pink has to be here. But because this is overlapping on two spots, pink would also have to be here. Wait, sorry, let me think. If this is purple, oh, no, that's not right. If this is purple, then this is pink. And then I have to actually just color this quick. If this is purple, this is pink. And then if this is pink, this is purple. Oh, that's so weird. Why is that? Did I do this right with that assumption then? If this is light blue, this one's dark blue. If this one's light blue. Yeah, I did. That's just really, okay, sure. Um, okay, well, what about purple in this box? Purple can't be in any of those positions, and it can't be here or here because it can't be beside pink. If this is purple, pink has to go here, which is not possible. Purple's in one of two positions, and that forces purple to be in one of three positions here. Now, let's see. If this is purple, this is pink. Not possible via that pink, so this is not purple. If this one's purple, this one's pink, and this one's pink, which is not possible. So this is, oops. Okay, so this is not purple. So we get a purple digit, and that's really powerful because now this can't be pink. It's beside a purple. So this is the pink digit. And now this digit here, no, we still can't give it a unique color because it still could be orange. If this is, oh no, it can't be orange. It can't be orange because orange can't be beside green. In fact, better yet, orange is only in one of two positions now. That would force a green here, which is fine. But then we know that orange has to be in one of these three positions. Now, what does that say? One, two, three. One, two, three. Yeah, that could be green. One, two. Ah, this one couldn't be orange. And then this, there's nothing about it. But does that now mean I can say that this is a new color? Can I give this the yellow or tan? Three, four, five. I think I can. I'm going to call this yellow. And if this is yellow, this is therefore tan. And that would make this purple because that's the only other spot it could be. So now we need to place a tan and a 5. And in these puzzles, when I do them, 5s are always brown. So if this is only tan, oh, we're going to get another digit. This can only be tan or orange. And so its partner, tan is yellow, can't happen. Orange is green. So this is green. This is orange. And now this is not orange. And we have a nice 2 pair here. And we are really moving through this puzzle. Oh, and look, we get our first digit of the puzzle, and we actually get so much by that. Look, 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 look. What do we need down here? We don't have a 5 yet. A 5 has to go somewhere in here, and 5 can't go on this 10 line. So this is a 5. And that's our first digit. But more importantly, we get the relative positions of both of these, or the actual positions of both of these. And then if this is orange, 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3, that's green. If this is blue on 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, this is light blue. Nice. Wow. Okay. That's nice. Now 5 has to be in one of two positions. But what else are we missing in this one now? Because we're just missing one more color. We have orange, we have tan, we have brown, oh, yellow. Yellow we're missing. Oh, this is beautiful. Guys. Oh, wait. Wait. Almost got ahead of myself thinking that yellow has to be here, but of course that's not. That's just yeah, okay, sorry, one sec. So this is correct. This one here, though, if this is yellow or blue, this would therefore then have to be tan or dark blue, which is fine. 1, 2, 3, but then that makes this one forced to be yellow or light blue, which is also fine for now. Okay. As far as I can tell, that's fine. Oh, but you know what? Where do you put a 5? Now that we know this is purple, um, this is a 5 because it's the only one that's not on a line. So this is not 10. This is 5. And that makes this the 10 digit. And then immediately, neither of these are 10. And the flip of neither of these being 10 is that neither of these can be yellow. Okay, so we're going to go really slow here because there's a lot of things we've just learned. We've just learned this can't be light blue. We've also learned that this has to be yellow. Or sorry, this has to be blue. So there's a lot to unwind here. One second. This one being blue means this one is dark blue. Dark blue, which means this one here is now light blue. We also know that this one here can't be yellow because yellow and tan sum to 10. So this one is not yellow. This one is dark blue. And that's the third position of the orange line, which means the third position of the orange line is now light blue. This one here is no longer light blue. It's tan, and tan means it pairs with yellow. This is an awesome puzzle. What are these now? These are almost, well, we need to place an orange somewhere, and we need to place, what's next? A tan. Ah, beautiful. This can't be tan because tan can't be with yellow. So this is tan. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh no. That makes this green. That makes this tan. This yellow. This not yellow. This yellow. But now we're wrong. Why are we wrong? Because if this is green, orange and green can't be beside each other. Damn it. Okay. So wonder when I went wrong. I don't think I could unwind this. I don't think I can unwind this. Um, what have I done? Let's back it up a little bit. Oh man, okay. So where's the fault in the logic? Well, we're already messed up because we can see that orange can't be down here. Orange has to be here. The second orange has to be here. This has to be green. And yeah, we're wrong. Okay, we're gonna do something I've never done on this channel. We're gonna restart the puzzle. Sometimes you have to do that. I mean, four-star puzzles. I knew this was gonna be tough. This is the hardest puzzle I've ever tried, I think. And I do want to give it a fair shot. So 20 minutes in, I didn't reset the timer on this, but of course you're watching the video, you know how long I've been at this. So let's try again. And let's really slow down and make sure we're not jumping to any foolish conclusions we can't jump to. So this cell here is in fact, well, I mean, it's fine. We can say anything about this cell. We can say that it is that. And from my understanding of these lines, this digit, it means this digit and this digit sum to 10, and this digit and this digit sum to 10. So that is fine. And now, if this digit, 2, is light blue, this digit is dark blue, which doesn't work. Light blue's in one of two positions. That would force a dark blue to be here, which is fine. So dark blue, one of three positions. 3, 1, 2, 3. Not possible. If this is dark blue, this becomes light blue, which we cannot have. This could be dark blue. It would force a light blue to be there. There's nothing wrong with that. So maybe we should spend more time on these first colors before we start filling in other things. And let's just think about where blue digits cannot be. Light blue digits, that is. None of these cells can be light blue. Like that. And then because one of these two has to be light blue, none of those can be light blue. So here's where things get really confusing, is trying to wrap your head around where you couldn't have a light blue because it's on the opposite side of where you would have a dark blue. And what I mean by that is saying something like this cell here couldn't be a dark blue, the first position of the 3 line. And because that can't be dark blue, this cell here cannot be a light blue digit. This cell here, the first one of this 4 line, couldn't be dark blue. And because of that, this one could not be light blue. This cell could not be dark blue, which is the middle of the gray 3 line and the middle of the orange. So if this one can't be dark blue, this one can't be light blue. If this one can't be dark blue, this one cannot be light blue. This one can't be light blue because it's beside a dark blue. This one can't be light blue because it's beside a dark blue. I think this is going to be the way we have to go about this puzzle. If this digit is a light blue, and then the really hard thing about it is you have to think about the opposite side too, where like can we say that this one couldn't be a light blue because we couldn't put a dark blue in a certain position? And what I mean by that is, you know, this cell here, we couldn't put a dark blue on it, which okay, and that's fine. That's already fine. I hope I'm explaining this in a way that does it any sort of justice because I really am trying to wrap my head around this puzzle. I do want to give this a proper shake. So let us think now. All of these highlighted cells can't be light blue digits. If this one here is light blue, this one would have to be dark blue, which is fine. If this one is light blue, this one would have to be dark blue, and this one would have to be dark blue, which is fine. If this one's light blue, this would be dark blue, which is fine. If this one's light blue, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, this one would be dark blue, which is fine. Okay. Okay. Now, you can't put a dark blue digit here because, well, sorry, because you can't put a dark blue digit here, you couldn't put a light blue digit here. Because 1, 2, 3, that's already covered. That one's already covered. This one here couldn't be light blue. Just because this cell here couldn't contain, oh, it could, sorry. I'm already getting stuck in the logic. Um, did that help me in any way? And is that even the way to think about this puzzle? And I honestly, I don't know. So let me, um, sorry, I have a text. 1 second. I just gotta respond to this briefly. Sorry. You know what? I actually won't even pause the video. That's fine. I'm just gonna be 1 second. Yes, just solving a Sudoku now. It's my mother checking in. Okay. Sorry, everybody. Let's continue with the video. And let's think about, well, I mean, I feel like we want to color in another digit. I don't know if there's a reason why I couldn't. And maybe it has something to do with the relation that orthogonally adjacent digits can't sum to 5 or 10, and I'm inherently making relations that sum to 10 by coloring. Does that disrupt the thinking at all? Like, is there any harm in me saying this is pink? I guess what I'm doing by doing that is saying pink doesn't sum to 5 or 10 with blue. But I'm also saying that pink and purple sum to 10. I think that's fine though. I really don't know if there's any fault in me doing that. So I'm gonna do it. And we'll see if it gets me in trouble. One of these is then pink. And if this is pink, this is purple, which is not gonna work. This is pink, this is purple, which is fine. So now pink is in one of these three spots. If this is pink, this is purple, which is fine. This is pink, this is purple. If this is purple, this is pink. That's also fine. Hey, come get a toy. Go get it. Go get the toy. Um, we do need to place a purple. I mean, God, I feel like I'm already going down the same logic train that I went in the last one, which is purple has to be in one of two positions now. And if this is purple, this is pink, which is fine. Um, pink would, purple then has to be in one of these spots. And again, if this is purple, this is pink doesn't work. If this is purple, this is pink doesn't work. So we get to say that this is purple. And maybe now we need to spend more time thinking about those colors before I fully, find and assign new ones. And the next question is, now pink is not here. So pink is in one of two positions. If this is pink, this is purple. This is purple. This is pink, which is fine. Yeah, that's still fine. So what else? What now do we say? Well, we say that none of these digits are pink. And we also can say this digit is not pink, these digits are not pink, none of those digits are pink. And the benefit of that is, let's think about where else pink could be. Now, this can't be pink. It's right beside a purple. Um, This couldn't be purple, so this couldn't be pink. This couldn't be purple, so this couldn't be pink. This couldn't be purple, so this couldn't be pink. Neither of these could be purple. One, two, so neither of these could be pink. This one couldn't be purple, so this one couldn't be pink. Now, that still doesn't, okay, that still doesn't look super, super, super restricted. So I guess the next thing is can we pick a new digit? Someone has to be able to tell me about this. I really, really don't know. Like, is there a reason I can't say, I guess the question is if you're watching this and you understand what's happening, did I make a mistake in my logic somewhere else that's not related to this like inherent pattern of where you can and can't have these pinks and purples and blues, something to do with the fact that I'm assigning weight to where tens can be, but I don't even know if I'm explaining myself well, but I'm going to keep trying because now we do have relative positions, if not absolute positions, of the first four colors we've colored, but this one is not any of them. It can be green. One, two can be orange. If this is green, this is orange. If this is green, this is orange. It's fine. I think maybe the problem started once I maybe started coloring these ones so broadly. I'm not sure, really. Let's give some more thought to what we know about where greens can be. So this digit here can't be orange, which we already know. Okay, these two. These two can't be orange, so these two can't be green. This one can't be, which we already have. This one can't be orange. This one can't be green. This one can't be green. Um, if this one was, no, that's fine because we just don't really know enough about where oranges can go yet. What about, well, orange is relatively limited. Orange, orange, orange. Yeah, what am I missing? I guess now we need to just start thinking about, well, let's give another thought to where blue can be, maybe. If this is blue, no. I do think that it's worth coloring these, but I feel like that might have been the area where things got away from me. You know? I'm just not sure. I'm just I'm just not sure, guys. Okay, this one couldn't be orange because this would be green. This one couldn't be orange because this would be green. That's still not that helpful. I mean, it is true. This couldn't be orange because that couldn't be green. This, or sorry, this couldn't be orange. No, it could. No, I was okay. Let's color these again and let's go really slow. Excuse me. Yellow and tan are a pair. And then one, two, three, four, five, six, seven. We're representing seven colors. The only other one to bring into this is light blue. So one, two, three, four. So this cell and one, two. Oh, yeah. One, two, three, four. One, two, three, four. So this cell is the flip. So it's yellow, tan, dark blue. And then one, two, three is one, two, three. So yellow, tan, dark blue. So yellow, tan, dark blue, or sorry, yellow, tan, light blue, and five. Now we know that one of the digits, yellow or tan, has to be up here. Oops, because we can't have Ellie. Hey, miss. Hey, get out of there. Get out of there. Come on. Come here, baby. Come sit on my lap. The real downside to this construction and all this stuff is my dog is getting into so much trouble. She's trying to eat drywall, she's trying to tear up the paper. And actually, you know what? We haven't had a little Ellie visit in a while on the channel, so say hi to the people. What a good girl. Ellie, we just want to have fun focusing on the puzzle. It's hard to do that when you want to play crazy games. So why don't we puzzle, okay? I don't want to watch about to see if you're eating drywall all night. That's not fun for me. That's oops, don't hit your head. Okay. Okay, I feel like we're in an okay place in the thinking now. I'm slowly wrapping my head around this puzzle a bit better. I'm gonna throw on a couple letters just so I can also help visualize so I don't forget, sort of thinking that like, this digit here is A, and that makes this one B, and that also makes this one A. So, sort of like A now has to be in one of these spots, and it doesn't really matter where. I just don't want to forget little things like that. We can see here, this digit here couldn't be A or B, for example. So it's a new digit. It could be C and it's connected. That could be D. And then I wonder if this is a way to do this. I, okay, now I'm having a thought about following this lettering, and maybe I can line it up to a color, but just humor me for a second. Where so A has to be in this box. A is none of those digits. Now, one, two, three. One, two, three. So if this, oh no, never mind. If this digit's A, this is B, that's fine. If this digit's A, B, B, that's fine. If this is A, that's B, that's fine. Never mind. I was thinking about placing the other digits. Damn. This is a tough puzzle. This digit here, you know, well, I mean, this is C. Yeah, this is just not. Never mind. Yeah. Let's just keep our little A B thing here that I don't want to forget about. But let's just keep back on the coloring. Ellie, I need you to behave, please, baby. So this digit, it's not purple, it's not light blue, it's not dark blue, it's not pink. Its only other options are green, orange, tan, and what else? Yellow. So one, two, three on the white. So one, two, three. So the flip of that would be green, orange, tan, yellow, all seems fine. That is just so hilariously not helpful. Damn it. What about pinks? If either of these are pink, okay, if either of these are pink, either of these is purple, which is not possible. And then by the same logic, if one, two, three, four, if this is pink, this is purple, which is also not possible. So by that stretch, we do know that pink is in one of three positions, which means pink, Ellie is in one of three positions. Is this the same logic we took last time? Oh, I'm so confused. One, two, three. One, two, three. This can't be pink. If this was pink, this is purple, which seems fine. I mean, that's true, sure. Ellie, hey, dude, just calm down, okay? So now, well, one, so two and three. Um, sorry. Green, green, green. Orange, 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 fine. Orange, orange, orange. Orange. Boy, this is tough. I I'm going much slower this time, and I just don't want to make silly mistakes. And I think I made a silly mistake last time because we were 20 minutes in when we had to reset, and we were like, we had so much more filled in. So I think the fact that I'm struggling this much is helpful in a weird way. Now, maybe let's think about this top row or top, yeah, this top row. Any row that has a whole bunch of things happening in it is often pretty interesting because, for starters, five can only be in one of two places, right? All of these are taken. Now, the interesting thing is where does the light blue digit go? This is a great question, actually. Where does the light blue digit go up here? Well, it can't go here because it's right next to a dark blue, which is not allowed. And it also can't go here or here. If light blue is in either of these two spots, you'd have to put a dark blue here or here, which you can't do. So in fact, light blue is in one of these three spots. And for the same logic that these two couldn't be light blue, or sorry, for the same two logic, these ones couldn't be light blue, these ones also can't be light blue. This is a light blue digit, and this is a dark blue digit. I'm certain about that, right? Because this is not light blue. It's beside a dark blue. If either of these are light blue, dark blue has to be here or here. Not possible. If either of these are dark blue, light blue has to be here or here. Not possible. Yeah, so that is true. If okay, okay, okay. So now, where do you put the light blue digit? Well, if you put a light blue here, you put a dark blue here, which is not possible. So light blue actually only goes in one of two positions. And for this to be light blue, this would be dark blue, which is fine. But then this is another one of those things. If this is light blue, this is dark blue, and this is light blue. And that works. That works. That's okay. So the next part is purple is needing to be up here somewhere. that's true. What about it? If purple's over here or here, pink is here or here. If this is pink, I think this digit's interesting because, let's scrap this stupid AB lettering that we put down there and let's focus on this cell. Let's call this cell A for a second and let's imagine one, two of the three, the gray three. So this one here is B, but then this being A also makes this B. So then if this is B, this is A, which is fine. If either of these are B, okay, that's fine. But that is an interesting something. So I know we can start to unpack this because maybe not even the A, B or whatever, but like if this digit here, well, this digit couldn't be, where are these? Okay, this digit here has to point over here. So C has to point to D, and then uh, E has to point to, F, and then A, B, C, D, E, F, and then, we can call these G, H, whatever, it doesn't matter. But so then we need F and 5 up here. So, okay, I don't know what really that says other than, we can go like F and 5. And because that is a pair, we know that what do we know? I don't know. I don't know what we know yet. But, you know, F is not green. Oh, yeah, look at that. F has to be somewhere up here. F is not green. And this pair is only 5 and F. So its colors are brown and whatever color F is, but F is not green. So we can remove green from up here. And then all of a sudden, now when you think about these pairs, well, for starters, green has to be somewhere up here, and so does orange. So the green-orange pair is either A, B, or, C, D. But E is not green, nor is it orange. I feel like I almost need to write this down. So, um, purple and okay. So F is not green, so the EF pair is not green or orange. So EF is other colors. EF could be tan yellow, EF could be pink purple. That's fine. But it's not green and orange. I don't know where that's going to be relevant, but we will need to now find homes for green and orange up here. That is not this spot. So I don't know what else I can do with that yet, but it is cool that now we know that green has to be in one of these two positions. And, well, so none of these can be green. None of these can be green. So this could be orange. Ah, look at that. So green is only in. Oh, no, sorry, because green could be anywhere up here. Oh my God, these puzzles are so hard. Um, if this is orange, okay, one second. If this is orange, this is green, which is not possible. So actually, where does orange go in here? Let's think about this. 3. Okay, this could be orange. We know none of those are orange. This is orange. This is green. Not possible. If this is, well, so this one can't be green. 1, 2, 3, 4, which means this one can't be orange. Now, this one can't be green, so this one can't be orange. This one can't be green, so this one can't be orange. This one can't be green, so I mean, this one can't be orange anyways. But we've somewhat narrowed orange down. In this box, neither of these are orange. So orange is only in one of three positions. And if this was orange, that would be green, which works. Okay, you know what? I'm going to color that in. The fact that orange is in one of three positions feels like a little piece that's helpful. Orange will have to be in the middle somewhere here. And if any of these are orange, if any of these are orange, then we need the green. So, yeah, okay, that's fine. Just sit, baby. I just don't want you to get into trouble and eat drywall and be a bad girl. So just sit and relax. Boy, this is a fun puzzle. I really hope I can unwind this. I do have to be cognizant of the fact that I had 20 minutes before the reset. So we're already 59 minutes into this puzzle. And I have absolutely not a whole lot to show for it. And I have a bunch of random thoughts, but I don't have anything like concrete. Just by basic Sudoku, light blue has to be in one of these positions. And it's not, well, light blue has to be in one of these three positions. And if this one's light blue, okay, there's another takeaway. If this one here, if this one's light blue, this one's dark blue, which is not possible. So light blue is in one of these two positions. And that means light blue is in one of these three positions. If this is light blue, this is dark blue, which is fine. If this is light blue, this is dark blue, which is fine. If this is light blue, then this one is dark blue, which is not fine. Okay, that is true. Oh, also this one here. Oh, wow, geez. That's so silly. Ellie, my God, sit down. Hey, sit down. Okay, this one can't be dark blue. My God, that's been a bit. Oh, well, actually, that hasn't been available forever, but that is something I learned a little while ago. But the flip of that is 1, 2, 3, 4. This four line, this 1, 2, 3, 4. This one now can't be light blue, and um. So this one, so remember what we said is you can't have yellow and tan beside each other. And what that means is this one has to be light blue because this one can't be, like these can't both be yellow and tan. Yellow and tan sum to 10. So this is a blue digit. So this is a dark blue digit. Now 1, 2 means 1, 2 is light blue. This is not light blue. This is not light blue. This is light blue. Um, This is no longer light blue. Now, when we think about where light blue goes, well, I think we're down to one spot. Ellie, hey, just find a toy, but please don't get into trouble. It's very hard. Sorry, I don't want to lose this train of thought. Light blue, only in one spot, which means dark blue here, which means not light blue, which means light blue. Now, dark blue, 3, doesn't, yeah, dark blue's only here. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, all right, which we know. How many dark blues is that? That's an awful lot. If this is dark blue, this is light blue, which is not possible. Right? So look at that. Dark blue has to go somewhere down here. This can't be dark blue via Sudoku. This can't be dark blue because it puts light blue there. So this is dark blue. And now via Sudoku, one of these digits down here is light blue, or sorry, dark blue, which is not this one. It's not this one. If this is dark blue, this becomes light blue, which is not possible because light blue is already in this box. So we can say now that this is the dark blue digit. And then via Sudoku, we can say that this, well, Sudoku and connected X pairs, we can say that this is the dark blue digit. And I hope this doesn't start unwinding on us. but that would make this to be the light blue, which now via Sudoku, we get to say that this is light blue. Now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have all the light blue digits, and we have all the Ellie. Hey, don't. Okay, yeah, good. Bring me that. I'll throw. Yeah, bring me that toy. Okay, we have all the dark blue digits. Good girl. Okay, so we have all the light blue digits. We have all the dark blue digits. This puzzle is starting to work out. I want to. I don't want to get optimistic again because the optimism really crashed me last time. But I feel like this is the best progress I've made on this puzzle. So what other secrets have I now learned? This is pink. That's fine. Okay, we need another really nice takeaway here. And um, what is it? Have we been able to figure out now where a five goes? Have we limited enough digits? No. Five is in one of two positions. So five is in one of these two positions. Yeah, not enough yet, I don't think. Let us, well, I mean, it is true actually. Look, it is true that the five is in one of these two. So that means five is in one of these two. And therefore, then five is in one of these three. Five being in one of these two points down here and lets us place a five. And I'm going to rule check only because this puzzle is so hard that I just want to make sure that that I checked my work. Um, I usually wouldn't do that, but desperate times, this is quite a difficult puzzle. And I don't feel an expert. Okay, well, you know what I'm gonna claim now is none of these can be, well, it's true that none of these can be fives. And now this one can't be five. So this is a five. This is not a five. This is not a five. This is a five. And we get a few more digits. Yeah, and I knew we'd be correct, but I just wanted to double check. And now where do you put the five here? Look, this is beautiful. None of those are fives. None of these are fives. This is a five, and it's brown. This is therefore not a five. This is therefore not a five. This is, in fact, a five. We can get rid of this 5F nonsense and give it a big digit. So this here now is F. And I don't know what that is yet, but it is there. And this is a 5, which is brown. This is not a 5. So this is a 5. And it is brown. And just like that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have a lot of fives. We can't place all of them yet, but that is a great start. Wow, lovely. Okay, 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 okay. So I'm really worried that I'm gonna solve this puzzle. I am gonna place all the correct number or all the correct colors in the right spots, and then I'm gonna have to actually figure out how the math of this works, but I won't get ahead of myself into this monstrously long video already. And let's continue chugging away. Where does the pink digit go now? If this is pink, this is purple, which seems fine. If this is pink, this is purple, which seems fine. Oh wait, sorry. Oh, where am I looking? If this is pink, okay, this can't be. Oh yeah, no. Okay. Um, where's the digit that's now under the most constraint? What about B? Do we know anything definitively? B is not purple, so A is not pink. No, we don't really, do we? We don't really know enough about it. Um, Ellie. Hey. Sorry, I really do have to keep an eye on her. She's quite a little fiend with drywall. Okay, so we only have a few options for pink, right? In this specific row or column rather. Yeah, row, sorry. Pink is in one of those three spots. If this is pink, this is purple. If this is pink, this is purple. Any of that is fine. Um, if this is purple, this is pink, and this is pink, which is fine. Uh, okay. All right. Here's the next piece. A little piece, but none of these can be green, which means green has to be somewhere over here. And we've already established, oh, this is better than I thought. We've established that the EF pair is not green orange, right? Because how would that work? F can't be green because it sees green, and F can't be orange because it's in the same box. So this can't be green or orange. This can't be green. This is a green digit. And this is the start of this. So this is an orange digit. So now this is not orange, nor is this. That actually is helpful. This digit here now, 1, 2, 3. This digit is not green anymore. 1, 2, 3. So this is not orange. And now, this couldn't be green. None of these could be green. So green is forced to be, oh, look, this is beautiful. The same logic I was, the same logic I was talking about earlier. I want to make sure this is sound logic. One of these has to be yellow tan, which means this has to be yellow tan. But what about the other combinations? The other combinations are yellow tan, green orange, blue, purple pink. None of these have the capability to be any of that, and you can't have two yellow tan digits beside each other. So this is a green digit, this is an orange digit. And now we need to find a house for green that's not here. If we get past that, then we know we've made correct work in this puzzle. Green is in one of two positions here. If this is green, 1, 2, this is orange, which seems fine. So much so I'll slash it potentially for now. Green is one of these two positions. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. This could be orange. I'll give it a quick slash. And then, well, here's an interesting thought. This is a helpful thought. Look at this. Where does green go in this row? Well, it doesn't go here because it's beside the orange. Let's even just start there. It can't go here because it's beside the orange. So green has to be fixed in the top two positions here. If this is green, 1, 2, this is orange, 1, 2, which seems fine. Let's not lose the momentum. Now, green is either here. And by the same logic, this whole, green is not E or F thing is really helpful actually, because now we know green is C, which makes orange D. And the flip of that is this is no longer green. So in fact, this digit here is green. And then in fact, this is now orange. We can say that with absolute certainty. So now just via Sudoku of all things, this is the orange digit here. And now, if this was orange, this would be green, which is not possible. So this is the orange digit. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 says this is now green. And if this is orange, just 1 second, Ellie. If this is orange, this is green, and this is green. Now, this is obviously not green. And in fact, if this is pink, okay, sorry, I'm gonna pause this. I'm gonna let my dog out because this video is getting long. All right, we're back. And, well, this is not orange anymore. 2. So 1, 2 is not green. So this is green. That makes this green, which makes this orange. So this, if this is purple, this is pink. Okay, so it could still be purple or pink. Once, okay, okay, fine. Um, Whoa, crazy lady. Hey, you got the zooms? My dog is zooming around. I'm okay. I'm not losing focus, please. Not green, orange. No, this, not this. This is tan or yellow. And the flip of that is that this is going to be the adjacent tan or yellow. Now, so this is just a pink, tan, yellow triple. And then if this is tan or yellow, oh, beautiful. Look, if this is tan or yellow, then this one has to be tan or yellow. And we're back to the same problem with this. So this is in fact the pink digit. This is not pink. Once we know this is the pink digit, 1, 2, 3, 4, we get to say this is purple. So this is not purple. This is in fact purple. So now, um, what is this? A pink, tan, yellow triple? Yes. But yeah, so this could be pink. So this is, oh, and you know what? Again, the same problem. It has to be pink, in fact. This is pink. This is purple. This is not pink. This is tan or yellow. This is going to be tan or yellow. So tan and yellow are spoken for. So what's left? Pink, purple. So this has to be pink, and this has to be purple. And purple forces this to be pink. So EF is pink, purple. So that's purple. Now F is pink, which we've learned that's not pink. Oh, and now I guess A and B just have to be tan and yellow, don't they? That is true. So what is this now? Purple and 5. And that disambiguates the fives because this couldn't be purple. This here is a purple digit. So this is a 5. This is not purple. Or sorry, this is not 5. This is 5. And did we get all our fives correct? We did. So we're correct in our thinking. This now, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. This has to be tan yellow. This has to be tan yellow. This is great. What's next? This is tan yellow. So this is tan yellow. And this is tan yellow. So 1, 2, 10, 10, 10, 10. This is tan yellow. This is pink. This this is orange. And then this is pink. And then this is tan yellow. This is purple. Now I'm gonna scrap any lettering that's not just, A's and B's. Oops. No, I want to scrap the lettering. Oh, crap. Crap, 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 crap. Okay, good. Okay, D, F, F, E, A, all that goes. The lettering gets scrapped. We don't need it. This is B. So this is B. So this is B. Yeah, I don't want to get ahead of myself. Let's just go slow. I don't need to make a foolish mistake. This is B. So this is B. So this is B. So this is A, this is A, this is A, this is A. So this is B. So this is A, this is B, this is A, this is A, this is B, this is A, this is B. Okay, guys, it's time for the hard part. Ellie, Ellie. Oh, hey, sorry, I didn't see you there. Okay, it's time for the hard part. We are so close to successfully completing our first 4-star puzzle. We just need to actually solve it. So what about this cage? Digits in a cage cannot be orthogonally adjacent with a connected with a consecutive digit. What does that? Okay. How does that actually help us? Because that's the next piece of the puzzle, right? That's how we start to figure this out. Okay, well, God. What we know is B is not 6. But it could be any other digit? But that's not B. Okay, God, this is really weird. So if B is not 6, A is not 4. What does that even mean? 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9. I guess it means what one is 6 and 4. Is that maybe what we're supposed to know? Is now that one of these other sets is 6 and 4. How is that helpful? I guess, so yeah, because B is not 4 or 6. It can't be adjacent to the 5. Can't be 4 or 6. So, okay, actually, this is kind of, um, this is not 4 or 6. So, this is not 4 or 6. Now, blue has to be, it can't be orthogonally adjacent with B. So the fact that B is 2, 3, 7, 8, or 9, that's just not helpful yet. Um, um, hey, Ellie, come get your chicken bone. Hey, what's this? Come here, come have a chew. Come here, come have a chew, baby. Good. That's what I want. Good girl. Um, it's your treat. Look, it's this. Yeah. No, you want a real treat? Sorry. I'm thinking about how I solve this puzzle while I work on this. I'm gonna click train my puppy a bit, so it's more productive. Okay. In your bed. Good. Okay. Let us continue. And now I have some plans for my dog. Ah, man, NurglesGift, buddy. What am I meant to do about this? In your bed. Okay. What am I meant to do about this? In your bed. So the fact that this isn't 4 or 6 means one of the other sets of digits is 4 or 6. What else am I missing in the rules? Orthogonally adjacent cells cannot sum to 5 or 10. So maybe, I mean, also, I think this is silly, right? I can just say that those are like that. They don't have any high or low value assigned. Oops. They don't have any high or low value assigned to them. I can just call them a digit. Yeah. In your bed. In your bed. Sit. Good. Okay. So I can do that. That's fine. That's a little cleaner to look at least. But how do I actually get these values? Um, how do I do this? I'm gonna try to brute force this and think through it because well, in your bed. Basically, I'm just going to type this out for a second. This is 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, or 9. And how is that helpful? Just in relation to the fact that, just in relation to the fact that, whatever this digit is, these two digits can't be orthogonally adjacent. So they can't be orthogonally adjacent, but they also can't sum to 5 or 10. So, for example, well, I mean, it doesn't matter that they can't sum to 10. We already know they can't because of the logic. But what we need to establish is how can we figure out what digits, what our low pairs are. So I guess okay, this is a relevant thought here in that we have sets of digits where, these two sum to 10. These two sum to 10. These two sum to 10 and these two sum to 10, right? So there is going to be a relation where like two of these digits in any capacity sum to 5. Is that going to be kind of where we think about this? Um, in your bed, you know what I want from you. Okay. 4 can never be beside 1 and 2 can never be beside 3. And that's the only other piece we get. In your bed, sit. Um, Man, this is tough. I'm really struggling to make the jump here about this. I was worried this was going to be happening. And of course, my dog is as excitable as she's ever been right now, and she wants to play. But I really want to be able to solve this. We're coming up on like an hour and a half. So we know that blue cannot be consecutive with green, pink, or tan. So what does that mean? If this was 4, I'm just gonna write these out really quick. If this was 4, that would make this 6, right? And then this one couldn't be this one couldn't be 1, right? So then we get a 2, 3, 7, 8, 9. Or sorry, we get a 1, 2, 3, 7, 8. But of course, pink also can't be 4. Oh, and actually, it can't even be 3. So this can't even be 2. So it's 2, 7, 8, 9, or 1, 3, 7, 8. And then if this was 4, the same property would happen here, which is 2, 7, 8, 9, which would make purple be 1, 3, 7, 8. And then now anywhere you see 4, so now because 4 is beside a purple here, purple now couldn't be 1, which means pink couldn't be 9. In your bed, sit. So this is only 3, 7, 8. This is only 2, 7, 8, which makes sense. But if purple, the flip of that is if this was 4, this also couldn't be 3. So this would only be 7 and 8. And in fact, then it would only be 8, and this would only be 2. So that would then make this digit not 2, not 8. And we also know that, well, if this was 1, 3, 7, or 9, this would be 9, 1. Oh, just the same. 1, 9, 3, 7. But we already know. Hey, miss, there's no more. That's it. Eat this now, okay? All done. Good girl. Yeah, no more treats. All done. All done. Good girl. So we also know again, remember that this one here can't be 1 or 3. So this one couldn't be 1 or 3. And it can't be 2 because we've already assigned 2. So this is only 7 or 9. So this is only 7 or 9. And then the flip of that is that this is 1 or 3. So this would have to be 1 or 3. Now, yellow couldn't be 1 because blue is 4 in this world, right? So this would only have to be 3. This would have to be 7. 7, 3. So in this world, all of these are 7s. All of these are 3s. All of these are 6s. All of these are 4s. All of these are 2s. All of these are 8s. And then the only thing left is 1s and 9s. And now I don't think, in this, okay, so now oranges would have to be 1s, greens would have to be 9s. Now, that doesn't work because this can't be orthogonally adjacent with that. Oh man. So okay. So we unwind all of this way back. Ellie, stop. There's no more treats, baby. We wind this so far back just to where we start brute forcing to understand how this puzzle works, only to go so far as to say that this is not 4 now. So I do like we knew that. Well, okay, so now we know that 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9. So we know that now it's one of these remaining sets is going to be the 4 and 6. Now, oh, you know what? This is so much easier. Oh wait, no. Well, no, because it's only yeah, never mind. Ellie, stop it. Miss, stop. I'm really trying to wrap my head around this. My dog is very distracting. I do apologize. What is the other yellow? Yellow is 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9. Miss. So, what do you do about this? Ellie, stop it. There's no more treats, baby. There's no more. You chew your chicken stick. There's no more treats. That was all the treats. I'm gonna pause this quick. I really wish I could understand what this is telling me, but what I know is that orange or tan is not adjacent to orange or purple. Tan is also not adjacent to blue. So what is tan adjacent to? It has to be adjacent to something. So there's 1, 2, 3. Well, let's highlight it in here. There's 4 different digits so far that tan is not adjacent to. It's also not adjacent to yellow. So it's adjacent to pink, green, or blue. So if it was 2, then it would be adjacent to 1 or 3. If it was 7, it would be adjacent to 8. Now, there's no more treats. Don't bark. Shh, quiet. There's no more. You had all the treats already. There's no more. There's no more. You can come up if you want. How do you do this? There has to be a way to disambiguate this. I'm just not seeing the logic. I'm just not smart enough, I think. See? Yeah, smell it. There's no more Bibby. Yeah, I know. I wasn't lying. What am I meant to appreciate about the relation between these digits? How do I find the five pair? How do I find the five pairs? There's two of them somewhere hiding in this puzzle. Um, okay, let me think. There has to be a way to get these stuck together. Hey, miss, stop it, okay? Um, so I guess one thing I'm thinking of, right, is so Ellie, miss, hey, stop, stop, okay? Just stop. Good. Okay. Green. What I want to think about green for a second is that the green digit is in between yellow and tan. Yellow and tan are a high, low digit that are one, two, three, seven, eight, or nine. So you will always have like a seven and an eight, or sorry, like a two and an eight, or a three and a seven, or a one and a nine. So green, if it was, if yellow and tan were like two and eight, then green couldn't be three. And how does this work? There has to be a way to figure out where the fours and the sixes are just by the fact that like or to just to look at this coloring and be able to say that here's why, these digits are something. I really am struggling to actually figure this out. Um, I mean, you could brute force this puzzle, but and I could brute force it just to solve a four star. I could just brute force it and say, I could try all the numbers until I can figure out what this is. But I want to understand the logic behind how you can deduce it. And I'm really doing nothing else tonight. So if I'm an hour and a half into a video, then I'm an hour and a half into a video. Um, so purple, for example, I want to claim that if purple is low, It could only be, well, what? Neither of these can be 4. Now, if neither of these are 4, then one of them is a low digit. That is 1, 2, or 3. If it's 1, then this could still be 2 or 3, and it would make pink 7 or 8. Or it's, well, it's not 1, actually. It's not 1 because, or sorry, um, no, it could be 1. What am I trying to say here? If this is 1 and 9, this still could be 2 or 3. If this is 2, 8, this still could be 1. How does this work? How do we figure out the low digits and the high digits? Or where's the like pressure point? You know, yellow, none of these digits sum to 5 or 10. Well, we know that this one sums to 10 and this one. So actually, this the thing is if yellow's a low digit, then okay, look. If yellow is a low digit, then it needs to have another low digit that's when added to it sums to 5. It can't be this one because they're beside each other. It can't be this one, or this one. They're all orthogonally adjacent. None of those could sum to 5 with yellow if yellow's a low digit. This one can't sum to 5 with yellow if yellow's a low digit because yellow and tan sum to 10. This one can't because it's 5. Now, pink, pink can't sum to 5 with yellow because it's beside each other. Now, is there ever yellow somewhere beside blue? Please tell me there is. Please tell me somewhere yellow's beside blue. No, but we are onto something. If yellow is a low digit, that means blue is a low digit. And in combination with each other, they would sum, they would be like that. So let's look around this puzzle and think about that in mind. Because keep in mind, there are 4 digits that will sum to 5 in this puzzle. There'll be 2 sets of them, right? Yellow and blue could possibly be one set. If yellow and blue were one set, um, then neither of these would be 2 or 3. And that would make sense. This would now be 7 or 8. This would be 7 or 8. Now, 2 digits in this puzzle will be 1 and 4, right? So there'll be 1 and 4 somewhere. So let's look in the middle. Let's look at green. Now, if green, well, let's look at maybe tan. What about if tan was a low digit? Then again, we know that this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one couldn't be the digit that in combination would sum to what I'm trying to say. Okay, look, this is great. Tan, this is our first deduction. This is our first deduction. Let's unwind all this stuff for a second here. Tan is not a low digit. Tan is not a low digit. Tan is not a low digit. That is a deduction because if tan was a low digit, what sums to 5 with it? Remember, there has to be one digit that sums to 5 with tan if tan's a low digit. Tan and green are beside each other here, and tan and orange are beside each other here. So nowhere in this puzzle could you have tan be low. Tan is not low. It is 1, 2, sorry, it is 7, 8, or 9. It is 7, 8, or 9. That is absolutely true. So all of this is actually worth pencil. Oops, this is actually worth pencil marking. That our tan digits are 7, 8, or 9, and our yellow digits are 1, 2, or 3. That is true. Now, that means yellow is a low digit. Yellow plus something else has to sum to 5. And again, it's none of these. So yellow is beside pink here. It can't sum to 5. Blue has to be a low digit. And we've established it can't be 4. Well, we've established this couldn't be. Okay, 1 second. What is worth noting is that blue is a low digit. Maybe it's 4. I don't know, actually. I don't want to get ahead of myself with this crap. Not to say this puzzle is crap. I'm saying that my understanding of it is taking me much longer than it should. So this is not 1, 2, or 3. It could be 6, 7, 8, or 9. Oh no, well, whatever. I'm not sure yet. Sorry, my dog needs out again. I'm going to pause this because this is getting very long. But we're finally understanding this. Okay, okay. So these two digits sum to 5. And if this one is only 1, 2, or 3 because it can't be 6, well, then we know that the light blues are not, or sorry, dark blues are not ones. And that actually does mean that pinks are not, light blues are not 9. So this is 6, 7, or 8. And it can't be adjacent to this, but that's fine. Let's not worry about that yet. My dog is ready to come back inside, pausing because this video is long. Okay, we need 2 more low digits. We need 2 more low digits. Now, what does that mean for this puzzle? So, what does it mean for the puzzle? These would always have, okay, so like now let's look at orange. What is if orange is a low digit, it could be 1, 2, 3, or 4. And what is the adjacent digit that would sum to that would be that what would be its friendly low digit, right? It's none of those. It's not these because we know what they are. Orange and green sum to 10, and then orange and pink. Orange and pink are beside each other here. Orange is not a low digit. Orange is 6, 7, 8, or 9, and green is now 1, 2, 3, or 4. What is the other low digit? Well, it's not pink because green and pink are beside each other. So purple is your low digit, 1, 2, 3, 4, and pink is your 6, 7, 8, 9. Now we need to remember that green and purple sum to 5, and yellow and blue sum to 5. And now let's solve the puzzle, please. So blue. Okay, so we're going to use the trick we thought of in a couple of puzzles ago where we're thinking about the relations that get to 5s and 10s and how you have inherent pairs of 15s with that in mind. So if yellow and blue sum to 5, then light blue, and tan. That's that does it. That does it. That solves the puzzle. Yellow and blue sum to 5, which means their friends are light blue and tan. So light blue and tan are the counteracting digits that will sum to 15 together, right? Because if this is 2 and this is 3, then we would have this would be, if this is 2, this is 3, this is 8, this is 7. That puts these beside each other. These have to sum to 15, which means they can't be 7 and 8, because if they're 7 and 8, then they're consecutive. Blue, light blue. You are solved. Your ass is solved. Excuse the language. That's a 6. Tan is a 9. Dark blue is a 4. Light tan is a 1. Um, the green digits, they're a 2, 3. Purple is 2, 3. Okay. Pink can't be, this is awesome. Because pink can't be seven now, right? So pink is eight. And the second pink is eight, purple's two, green is three, orange is seven. Yes! 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 142 people have solved this puzzle in 30.3 days. 82 minutes. I liked this puzzle. I love this puzzle. This is my first four-star puzzle. Nurgle's Gift. This is a beautiful puzzle. Wow. Thank you, everyone. I'm very excited for this to be a video. It's a long one. You might not watch it. I had a great time doing it, and I learned a lot, actually. Thanks, everyone. We'll catch you on the next one.